Greetings, everybody. It's me, Knight, and today, or tonight, or this evening, tonight, whenever y'all watching this, I'm gonna be doing a quick message. Most of this is gonna be all channeled. I'm doing a candle gazing message. This is when I look at the flame, and it helps me focus. It's no different if somebody was looking to water or a crystal ball. Like me, I work good with fire for some reason. And I look at the flame and I just hear the messages. It kind of like focuses me, I can hear it. So that's what you're doing. And if need be, at the end of the message, I might pull a card or two just to clarify anything that I need to know to tell you guys, or if I didn't really hear everything, just to clarify. But most likely I'm going to be hearing everything. But I am going to do something different today because I've done this before. I'm going to show you guys cards because I was going to do a collective, but I got called to split this up. So I'm still going to be getting messages as I look through this. Okay, so you're going to have me 3 cards to pick from. And so I'm splitting it up. And so once it's over, you'll actually know what pile to go to, okay? So pile 1 is going to be the telepathy card. Pile 2 is balance. Pile 3 is wisdom. And also, just to let you know, this message is going to be about what does your shadow self want you to know and recognize, okay, about yourself, right? And anything else that might come up. All right, so I'm going to show these cards again. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. So even though I'm showing you the cards, it's all channeling, okay? I'm just doing this to separate you guys. So pause the video if you need to, and we're going to start off with pile 1. Let's see what they're telling me to you. All right. Okay, so what I'm hearing is right now, they're really trying to get your attention. So what it is you have parts of yourself that you might be timid to explore. So it's one thing for you to try to expand your intuition. It's one thing to, again, watch readings or read occult books, but it's something about you that you need to dig deeper in. Because you did pick this telepathy card, I do feel like you possibly already in contact with your spirits from what I'm being told. And some of you guys, y'all are not embracing this, not accepting it. And some of you guys, I'm hearing, y'all might have seen spirits as a child. And this end up getting blocked, or how can I say, dormant, because you just let it go to the back way, the back burner. When you're young, you just let it go. But I'm hearing that your shadow self wants you to embrace this, because it seems like you might have had times in your life where you tried to fit in with people, or you will oppress this side, possibly because of your family members, or you didn't feel like anybody would understand you. So now you might be at a point where you want to get into this, but you still can't get that balance. That's because your shadow self is connected to dark and light. It's very strong, very powerful. You're a natural, you're a natural psychic. It doesn't matter if you hear spirits or not, you're naturally in tune with them, just like we all are, but you're very powerful. And so you might have dreams where it's kind of dark. If you can remember your dreams, it's kind of dark or not the best. That's because, like, I'm hearing in some of your past lives, you might have connected with other energies that weren't the best. But nonetheless, your shadow self just wants you to embrace yourself. So if you call yourself some type of shaman or witch or anything like that, it just wants you to embrace yourself to balance it out with the light. I feel like, you might be almost trying to be too love and light, when that might be not what you're meant to be. Meaning, it doesn't mean you're not meant to show love or be genuine, but you still need to embrace the darker aspect of yourself. Like, don't sugarcoat things when they need to be straightforward. What else? Like, pretty much, like, just the darker aspects. Like, even if you have a dark aesthetic, it's something about you needed to show the darker side of yourself, because it feels like you're afraid to be judged. That's what I'm hearing. Even at work, and other than spirituality, it's like you're afraid to be judged. Like, you say, you might tell people, that you're not caring what people say, but you kind of do. And your shadow self doesn't like this. It disrupts your mood. It can mess up your day. Because you're not, like, you're authentic, but you're not authentic, because you're not embracing your shadow side. And it's kind of getting tired of that. But it stems from, like, a youth. So it's not really all the way your fault, and it has to be broken so you can become more powerful, more empowered spiritually. And when this happens, it'll actually affect your reality, your physical world. Again, they keep telling me you might be feeling misunderstood by many people. I'm definitely hearing that you are getting signs from your spirits, though, that they're around you. You might be seeing feathers, anything. They are definitely showing you signs. You might be hearing tappings in your room or something. And if you're not, they're telling me they are. So this is a side message outside of your shadow where your guides are telling me they're trying to get more of your attention. Some of you guys are very connected to the moon, or just the dark, or just dark aesthetics. Something with you is dark. It doesn't mean, again, when I mean dark, it's not bad. It's something about you is different, and you're meant to continue to be different. It doesn't matter how old you are. Yeah. Is there anything else? Again, there's something with you in this oppression. Like, I'm hearing, other than in this life, you had lives where people try to like muzzle you, keep you from being yourself. And then you got so used to that you think you're being yourself, but you're not, because you kind of like conform. So in this life, if you have a tendency to rebel and not conform, that's where it stems from as well. So I'm also hearing your shadow self is still kind of trying to fix wounds from another life, not necessarily this life. So again, if you have a tendency to like feel like you want to do what you want to do. I mean, of course, as an adult, you're supposed to. But I'm talking about as far as like if somebody's trying to go against you and conform you, it's not going to work. Even in your dating life. But again, I'm here once you embrace more of your shadow and some of the things I spoke about, it'll help you bring a balance to, again, affect your reality, to have things run smoother in your life. Because again, you might notice that you meet people, how can I say, that are triggered by your presence for some reason, and they don't understand you. It's coming from your shadow side of yourself. It's not really, they're looking, what they're feeling is more than a smile and the nice eyes and the nice face. They can sense something about people around you, can sense things around you, and they kind of like project it back to you. It's not really that they want to be mean. What else? I'm also hearing your higher self again. Like even I'm asking shadow self. It's like something about when you do this is like you're gonna be another level. Like your spirituality, everything is going to be a whole nother level. You're not even going to be thinking like you are now about yourself or what you need to be doing in life. And again, it doesn't matter if you're 20, 30, 40, 60 years old. It doesn't matter. Yeah, because they're trying to bring you clarity. You have a sacred purpose. You're already kind of doing your purpose, but you're meant to do more. Your shadow self wants you to realize this, because I'm hearing some of you guys might be here to help people work through their shadows, actually. Now, that's what they're telling me right now as well. Big time. Meant to work and help people with their shadows and help them transform. You're actually a person who's able to transform people and transform their mindset just with how you speak. I'm hearing you're very good with words and how you speak. Possibly even how you write. You're a deep person. Deep soul, very ancient, old soul, wise soul. You're looked at as a sage, very, very wise. Somebody of great potential, great wisdom, just great everything. Yeah, I'm even hearing like if you do what I'm doing, just sit in the room, you'd be surprised what you would hear. Yeah, because it's what I'm hearing too. It's not just about you trying to like fix anything with your shadow. So it's just things about yourself you need to embrace more or look into more that you probably didn't think about until you've heard this message here today. And that's all I'm hearing with you guys. I'm not hearing too much. They're telling you kind of know something about you yourself. I just know you know what to do, and if you don't know, you're gonna be shown. All right, I'm gonna pull a card, or just for you guys. I feel like I need to just pull one card for you guys just to get some type of clarity. If they want to tell you anything else, okay, that's one card. Again, remember I said your angels want your attention. Look, angels supporting you, right? And remember I was talking about shamans. You're on a shamanic journey. And remember I said you have like dark energies. Again, you can cross over, transform people. Shamans are known to transform and heal people. That's you. And you're definitely connected to a moon energy as well. But definitely your angels. That's what they wanted to tell you. So that's what's going on with you. Whoever picked the telepathy card 1. All right, that's what's going on with you and your shadow self. So if you like the video, subscribe. and I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, so whoever picked the balance, let's see what your guides are trying to tell you, and your shadow self, I should say. So I'm hearing right now, you are the balance. So your shadow self is telling me to tell you that you're the balance between worlds. It's like you are an intermediate for souls. You need to know this. I'm hearing when you astral travel, you may not remember this, you travel in higher dimensions, right? And you kind of like, you trigger spirits on the other realms that need healing. There's certain spirits that have passed over that are still trying to fix what was not done here on Earth, but they weren't able to manifest back here to incarnate. So your soul travels, and so your shadow self wants you to look deeper into like life regressions. Okay, it's not that your light side can't do this, but your shadow wants to do this because I'm hearing that your shadow is bothered by other people's shadows. Like there's people who are unhealed on Earth, and they affect your reality, and because they affect your reality, you go to sleep, and that energy of you being affecting your reality affects not only your conscious, your subconscious. It also affects your subconscious, which is connected to your dreams, and your dreams are heavily affected. So I wouldn't be surprised if you are asleep, not having the best of sleep, maybe insomnia or just weird dreams, not really understanding fully what's going on. And if you aren't able to remember your dreams, this is what's going on. That's what I'm being told. Because you are the balance. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if you can tell if somebody's about to pass over, some of you guys, as far as like living spirits. You can sense things as well. Your shadow self wants you to embrace your senses. Don't ignore the signs. Right? Because I feel like your light kind of knows signs, but it's kind of naive. Your shadow's like, don't ignore the signs. If you feel like somebody's dark, stay away from them. If you know that it's trusted a little bit more, like you do, but you need to be more consistent. This will help you bring more balance. And they tell you to stand strong in your convictions. Stand strong in your inner knowing. Stand firm. Do not bend for anyone. Your shadow self is meant to be independent. It's forward thinking. Yeah, you're meant to guide as well if you choose to. You're a leader. It doesn't care who understands it. It's just here. It's looking at its own evolution to be balanced with the light aspect of yourself. So you guys, you guys as far as like the light and dark aspect is you guys excelling and reaching a higher octave of life once this life is done. Your shadow does not want you to get too much caught up in the mundane. And the shadow is telling me the shadow is not what you perceive or think it is. Right? Just because it's not of the light, it doesn't mean it's actually evil. It's just a different aspect of you that's a little bit darker in nature. They might not be accepted by people here on Earth. So understand who you are. Embrace yourself. Embrace your natural instincts. That's just what I'm hearing. And once you do this, it'll help you balance with the light. And you watch how it shifts your spirit. Watch how it shifts your personality. Watch how it shifts your relationships in the reality. And in the spirit world, actually. Where if you are working with a guide or a deity or just trying to connect with God, watch how close you get with them. Not that you're not, but like watch how they embrace you more because you've done the work. I'm also hearing some of you guys need to write down, if you are able to remember your dreams, or write down what you would like. Write things, scribe. Some of you guys, if y'all are into something darker, y'all might be into sigils. But long story short, you guys are the balance between worlds, one of many on Earth. But a lot of people do not recognize their mission. They're telling me you don't have to be a starseed or something special, some special title to have this. Certain humans have this natural talent. This is too big of an energy to be put into a title or a form. This is what I'm being told. This is what kind of energy you hold. If you just acknowledge it and don't be afraid of it. Whether it be with religious dogma or anything like that, don't let anything block this. Because what happens if you do, you'll end up having to face more shadows and also darker people in this world and spirits, whether in the spirit world or here, and you don't want to deal with that in the afterlife, where you have to work out karma and deeds in the afterlife when you go through a life regression, when you can do it now. But again, I'm being told you are one of the Holy One, God, or whatever you want to call it, helper here. You're one of many to help people face the shadow A lot of people do not face it as much. They might do shadow work, but they don't do it in a. They do it in a. They do it in their way, of course, but there's a certain way that can make things smoother. But you could do it. You can show them and guide them if you open your mind to do this. And even if you don't help others, it's more about, again, helping yourself. And through you, people will see something in you that's going to shift or change. And again, don't be surprised if you do trigger people, because your energy, I'm hearing you have a very strong, a lot of intense energy about you. So even if you're not an intense person, your energy is very intense, it's strong, it's there. It's coming out very scorpionic, it's very intense. Doesn't mean you're a scorpion, it's just there. But nonetheless, that's what I'm hearing with you guys. Let me pull a card for you guys real quick. Again, I'm getting like a lot of transformational energy with you, like life, death energy here. I mean, maybe you had a life, death situation, but yeah, you're definitely the in-between world here. You're the ones. It's like you're the gatekeepers or something. It's weird. Again, oh my God. All right. They're telling me you guys are healers, and y'all are on some type of shamanic journey. Y'all might have just came from Power 1, because that card came out earlier, and I did shuffle this card, as you just saw. Again, they're just telling me to tell you to stay focused. They do talk to you telepathically. They're just telling you how to trust. Oh my God, look. And I remember I was talking about life or death. Look, I'm telling you guys are like the in-between. Y'all can go through different dimensions. Remember I said this when y'all sleep? This just popped out. And I was literally about to put these cards up, because I only pulled one card, but I was told to pull a little bit more. So y'all got 4 cards all together, and I didn't do this with the other group. And they tell me y'all have a telepathic gift, whether y'all know it's not, and they throw voices in their head that, in your mind, it might sound like you, but it's really your guides. But definitely your shadow self is telling me to recognize who you are, the balance between light and dark, right? Again, if you are connected to some spirit, there could be a feminine energy that helps you cross over, as far as like speaking to the guides and spirits on have crossed over. So don't be surprised if you hear noises and stuff in your room at times. But again, your shadow self just wants you to embrace the darker aspect of yourself and let you know how powerful you are. Okay. So that being said, my name is Knight. Thumbs up, subscribe if you liked the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Now, third card, last but not least, wisdom. This is you. Let's see what your shadow self is telling me to tell you. All right. Okay. I'm hearing you're a woman or a man or whatever you want to call yourself as a gender of much wisdom. You are very, very ancient soul. Your shadow self wants you to look more deeper into what really gets your wheels turning. Not just your life, but really gets you going. Like when you're looking at occult knowledge, or even if you're watching movies, it can be movies on Egypt. Really look at the characters, look at the things that you watch. They're telling me a lot of things you watch are a reflection of you. Okay? I'm gonna repeat myself. A lot of things that you watch is a reflection of you, especially when it comes to like, if you're watching a mystery or something hidden or something that seems sacred to you, even if you're watching a History Channel or you're in a museum. If you're in a museum or if you're reading books, a lot of those documents you might have written years ago, or you might have been part of that ancient society. I'm hearing a lot of things you come across, you lived it. And so I wouldn't be surprised if you're able to remember your dreams, that you might have dreams that seem very like old, like you might be having dreams of a past life, but you think it's now. They tell you to pay attention to that. Also pay attention to who you like watching. Again, somebody you watching or being around certain people who have certain characteristics. I'm also being told you might like people from different cultures or countries. Your shadow self, again, wants you to look more into this, because what I'm saying is, if you felt like you're misunderstood at any time in this life, or just don't understand anything about yourself more, you can learn things through other people who are not like you, but they're actually like you. Meaning they might not look like you or be the same culture, but they have certain shadow aspects, and also to a certain extent certain light aspects of you, if you just can be open-minded. And if you can, your shadow self would like to travel, or at least watch something or read something that is from a different culture or something diverse, because you're an ancient soul. And I'm hearing wherever you're from, you're just as wise, if not wiser, than the people who are ancient in that culture that you're living in. Again, so I'm being told to tell you, watch and think about what you are attracted to. Because there's something about your shadow self is like, it's okay with being misunderstood. And actually, your light side is okay with that. It's more about like, you need to find out what's best for you. Because sometimes your shadow kind of has like this inner turmoil inside where it kind of like blows up. So I wouldn't be surprised like if you're with certain people, you start cutting them off, or you just feel like you don't feel like I need to be here anymore. You just decide to disappear or escape because you don't feel like you don't want to be alone, be a part of them, I should say, or belong. It's because your soul just knows it is not for me. Even if they look like you feel like they're not for you. And this will stop happening once you realize, well, hey, maybe I should be around different kind of people who look different than me, or be around a different environment, or maybe I should do a job that's not like the normal job of Western society or whatever you live at, you know. Maybe I'm meant to be a herbalist or something. Because I'm hearing you're a very unique soul that has a lot of talents, but I'm hearing some of you might be afraid to like do something different. It's not normal to make ends meet because you feel like it might not be able to make enough money off of it. Like you might be having a regular 9 to 5, but your soul wants to do something more spiritual, but you're afraid to do so. But I'm hearing eventually your shadow's going to get so tired, it's going to push you to do it. You're going to think it's your light, but it's your shadow. So your shadow wants you to recognize it. Because in your shadow group, it's not just about healing your shadow or anything like that. It's more about recognizing that your shadow is actually helping you. That's what's bringing your strength. Your light's there, but sometimes your light be a little bit too much in the ego. Feel like it knows everything, but it doesn't. Your shadow knows more of it because your shadow is telling me it's like connected to your subconscious. Again, they telling me to tell you to redefine what you think is shadow. It's more than just healing. It's a little bit deeper than that. It's so deep and expansive. Your brain as a whole in the human form cannot really have all the knowledge to figure out what that is. As you know, I'm being told, everybody doesn't know everything about the brain just yet. So again, it's surpassed human thinking. Okay, but again, you're definitely in union with your shadow, and it wants more connection, and it wants to learn. And I'm hearing when you don't learn, it feels stuck and stagnant. It's like it wants to blow up. It wants to like spark off. It kind of like it kind of makes you kind of like frustrated. So I wouldn't be surprised if sometimes you get frustrated if you get bored. You might be a person who gets bored easily. That's because your shadow is not pleased because it wants more and you're not giving it enough. You're not feeding it. Okay. Or you might be entertaining people, whether it be dating or friends or family, that are not on the same vibration. Your soul is tired of it, especially your shadow side. Your shadow side, just like the light, wants to speak out its truth. It wants to tell people about its darker side. Not the trauma behind it. It just wants to speak. So something about you need to express. You need to communicate. I'm here. You're a good communicator as well. The shadow self wants more of this. It doesn't mean you need to be an extrovert per se, but it just wants to be known and let out. But definitely out of everything I stated, it wants to experience more and learn more. So if you're already doing this, keep doing this and take this reading and this message as a confirmation. Right? And I'm going to pull one card for you and see what else you want to tell me. But definitely communication. Embrace you are. Stand in your power. I'm hearing you're a miracle worker. Your hands are healing. There's a lot of things your shadow's telling me about you that your light knows but may not know. Remember I said your hands are healing? Look at this. See that? Right? And right now, I'm hearing too though, you have the power to cleanse. Again, something about you are able to receive divine knowledge, right? So right now I'm being told to let go. And if you have any negative people around you, trust that better support's on the way. And they tell me to put one more card, I might end it. But again, man, that's all the message I was really hearing for you guys. You guys will be okay. Again, with the hands. There's something with your hands. The shadow, something about your hands. So some of you guys might have the urge to be Reiki healers. Something with you is healing. All right, because I said this before I even shuffled the cards. I said this earlier. And something about you having some type of divine wisdom. Some type of divine wisdom, right? Definitely, you're going to be okay. Again, you're a miracle worker, right? And just know, this is what your shadow wants to do, man. You're doing fine, guys. All right, trust that wisdom. So, is anything else I'm hearing? Not really, but I'm definitely being told though you need to watch the signs. I'm hearing something change. Something's gonna change spiritually with you. Maybe another spiritual awakening or Kundalini awakening. Something's gonna happen with you between the next 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, right? Because you're gonna start feeling these changes. Because I'm hearing by the end of the year, or no matter when you're watching this, your whole your whole way of thinking, especially spiritually, is gonna be very evolved. Not at its peak yet, but definitely more wiser than what you expected yourself to be. So with that being said, man, that's all I have to tell you guys. Whoever picked card 3. If you like my candle gazing reading, and I did pick a couple cards for the confirmation, I would say you had the most cards to come out, because normally I only picked one card for the first group, I think 3 cards for the second group or whatever. But you guys, man, that's only because I felt the need to, just to confirm that, because I know a lot of you guys might not be used to what do you call it, candle gazing readings. This is something that I do. I don't know any reader that does this, but yeah. So with that being said, if you like the reading, subscribe, like, and again, blessed to be everybody.